What's up guys, welcome back to Faulk Films, and I'm back with another tutorial on how to make a shooter game. It's very simple. It should take you maybe around 5 to 10 minutes, and it should look something like this when you're done. Hear me, zombies? So let's get started. So we start with our cat right here, and the first thing we want to do is give him movement. So unclick forever if. So here's the first thing you should have right here. If this key is pressed, let's make it the right arrow. You can make it like D if you want to do like WASD, but I'm going to do right arrow pressed, and we'll make it so you move 10 steps. So here's what you should have so far. Next, you want to duplicate it by right clicking and clicking duplicate, and do left arrow, and then change that to negative 10 steps. Pretty simple so far. Most coders on Scratch should know this, and probably more than this, but here we go. Next, I'll probably forget this later in the video, so I'll just get to this now. You probably want to make like a pretty nice backdrop right here for our cat to be on, which is our basic setting. And now let's get to our projectile, which is going to be this small circle ball kind of thing. So we're going to make it so when the flag is clicked forever, if the space key, which is our shoot key, is pressed, then it's gonna create a clone. So we want it to wait 1 second after, so we don't just have spamming balls. So we want it to create a clone of himself, so we go to Control and then create a clone of myself, and then wait 1 second. Next, we want to make it so when the flag is clicked, the sprite hides. Now let's control the movement of it. So we go to Control again, and when I start as a clone, and let's set the code for it. So first, we make it so it shows up right here, so there we go. And then it goes to our first sprite, which is our cat, sprite 1. And then we get an if then else block. And now we need to go back to cat and make a simple variable, which is the more complicated part, but it's really not that hard. So it's looking right here. So it's going to be tracking the way our cat is looking. So this is 0, and for the left side, we make it 1. So your code should look like this. Yeah, you can go back in the video if you're confused. I know I'm going a little bit fast. So we'll make it if our looking, and now let's go to operators. If looking equals 0, then looking equals 0, then repeat until touching the edge of the screen, and right here, and now we put the touching edge, and then we'll make it so if looking right here, we should put move 10 steps, and right here we put move negative 10 steps. So let's see how that turns out. It should be a smooth animation. And now the last thing we have to do for this script is make it hide once it reaches its destination. And it should come out smooth like this. So next, we need to make something for our cat to shoot. Our character to actually shoot. That's supposed to be shot. are basically like an antagonist. So I'm gonna use this anti-pop left right here sprite. You can use whatever you want because it's kind of your project. And I shrink her down to about our character size, and she's gonna play as a zombie. And the way we do that is make it so when the flag is clicked, the sprite hides, and then we make it so when clicked, forever, wait, and we're gonna go to operators and make a range. I'm gonna do like 0.1 to 1 second. Then it's gonna create a clone of itself in control. So we grab create a clone of myself. So then we go to control and we do when I start as a clone, it makes it so it goes to its current position, go to whatever the position is, make sure it's its current position, and I'll make it so it shows up, so it appears, and it's gonna repeat until it touches our sprite, so sprite 1, move negative 10 steps since it's moving to the left. You can swap these two however you want, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm doing that. So, negative 10. But if it's coming from the left, then it's going to have to be 10 steps. Just making that out there. And then, if it touches him, then it's going to hide. And now, we have to make it a way so basically our zombie here can be killed by the player. When it touches our character's projectile, then it's gonna die, basically. So we need to make it so when I start the clone forever, if touching sprite 2, which is the ball, then it'll hide. Let's see how that works out. And there we go. We are almost done here, but real quick, we need to make a way so we can have a quick score here. So make it so zombies killed or taken down, whatever you prefer. So zombies killed, change zombies killed by 1. And we need to make sure it resets at the beginning. So let's make it so zombies killed to 0. And there are a bunch of ways you can spin it off by, you can make it so its speed goes in a range. Like you can make it go from like -5 to 10 by adding like a pick random there, and then it has more variety. You can even make it so the cat changes direction when you hit the arrow keys by simply replacing these two pieces of script with changing costumes by like making it switch like this, like by making it switch like this, duplicate and then flip horizontally, switch costume to costume 3, switch costume to costume 2, and then basically the rest is history. And last but not least, we need to go to our cat here and make it so that when you start, he goes to the same position, which is his current position. So I hope you guys like this tutorial, and it's just a simple tutorial that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!